The sixth annual America250PA Direct Effect Innovation Challenge. It is crazy to think that we are on year 6, but it's so great to see so many familiar faces. For those who are not aware, I'm Cassandra Coleman, and I have the distinct honor of serving as the Executive Director of America250PA. And we are the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania's commission that was charged with planning and coordinating all of the programming, projects, and events around the 250th anniversary of our country in 2026. We have a number of programs that have been designed, and including the Direct Effect Innovation Challenge, and we are really excited to talk about it today. But first, we want to get to some housekeeping. Again, just a mention for anyone who may have dialed in late, we are recording this session for follow-up with our post-secondary institutions. And just as a reminder, if everyone can please keep yourselves on mute if you're not speaking throughout the event, just to minimize the background noise. And after the deep dive of the different parts of the DEIC for this year, we will ask folks for any questions to please put them in the chat, to not actually come off mute, but to actually type them in the chat. So the goal of America250PA is to make 2026 epic as we educate, preserve, innovate, and celebrate everything that Pennsylvania has to offer while engaging with Pennsylvanians in every county. The DEIC is a partnership that was started back in 2019, and it is a 3-round marketing challenge that provides teams of students from post-secondary institutions across the Commonwealth with the opportunity to design and launch integrated marketing campaigns for America250PA and or our partners. We are excited as every year our impact numbers grow, and we have partnerships currently with over 40 colleges and universities across our Commonwealth. More than 355 students have participated over the course of the program thus far. And we've had 9 DEIC participants hired as interns, and are extremely proud to say that we met 2 of our full-time staff on the call today through the DEIC, and again have come full circle where they started as interns, worked part-time, and are now full-time employees of America250PA. The DEIC starts today and will run through a campus round and a virtual round, and then the top 5 teams from across the Commonwealth will join us in Harrisburg to present in front of a panel of judges at the Capitol Media Center in November. This year, we are thrilled to present the DEIC in partnership again with the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission. And additionally, we would like to thank UGI Utilities for its ongoing support for the DEIC as well. We are also grateful to have the endorsement of the Pennsylvania Department of Education, who's also an America250PA Commission member, the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, and the Pennsylvania Commission for Community Colleges. So now I would like to introduce the 2023 recap video from our DEIC last year. Enjoy.
Welcome to the 5th annual Direct Effect Innovation Challenge. It's so hard to believe that just a few short years ago, I was in your shoes as a student. It feels like ages ago, but it's great to see the progression of this challenge every year. So with that, I wish you all the best of luck today. Show us what you're made of, but just make sure to have fun in the process and really enjoy this experience while you can.
America250PA is thrilled to have over a dozen programs and projects that have launched across all 67 counties. The Direct Effect Innovation Challenge, aka the DEIC, is actually in its 5th year. We've seen over 330 students participate with partnerships with over 40 colleges and universities across the Commonwealth. This challenge actually issues a challenge every year to Pennsylvania students to come up with integrated marketing concepts to answer that challenge that year.
The theme this year was diversity and inclusivity, and we thought a festival was the best way to embolize that.
But then we thought about who do we want to bring to this festival, and we decided that we would target small businesses because they're drivers of economic growth and community anchors. And I think it would be great to hear different stories, hear about different cultures, traditions.
Festivals are a gathering point for communities to come together. You eat food, you have a lot of family, friends by you, and a bunch of businesses in our case where they can sell you their product, tell you their story. So I think it'll bring a lot of people together. It'll definitely show that America250PA cares about inclusivity and having people's stories told, no matter where you're from in PA.
So the moment we've all been waiting for. Should we do like a little drum roll? Okay. All right, so the winner of the 5th annual America250PA Direct Effect Innovation Challenge is your Sinus.
I didn't really know a whole lot about this competition. I'm only a freshman, and coming here and then seeing the Capitol building, I was like, oh my God. I can't believe it's on this large of a scale, and it was just, felt like a sense of accomplishment when we won.
All the competition, they were strong, lots of strong competitors, but it was good to hear our name called, definitely. I think I gained a lot of teamwork skills through this and oral presentation skills. My teammates had my back when we had to balance school and working on the project, so it was fun. It was fun to all be together.
When I took this position, it was a piece of paper, a piece of legislation. To be able to see the programs and projects move forward and actually be implemented, and to be able to work with everyday Pennsylvanians and our amazing students across this Commonwealth is humbling. And we're just thrilled to be able to continue this program through 2026 when the 250th anniversary of the United States rolls around.
So as you can see, we are thrilled every year to host our students in Harrisburg, and it is quite an experience for all of them. So the America250PA Direct Effect Innovation Challenge was started, as I mentioned, in a partnership with the United States Postal Service back in 2019. This challenges Pennsylvania students from any Pennsylvania college or university to come up with and design integrated marketing concepts to help America250PA in our awareness efforts. We've seen, again, some amazing campaigns produced and are very excited to see this program continue and evolve. Leading to 2026, our commission sees this historic moment in time as a way to engage the next generation of Pennsylvanians to use history and stories of the Commonwealth to encourage and inspire. My personal experience watching these students participate in the DEIC, again, is nothing short of inspiring. After having a conversation, I tell this story all the time. After our first year back in 2019, I asked a group of students why they decided to participate. This isn't part of their curriculum. This was outside of school. It was an added, responsibility to them. And one young woman, no more than 19 or 20 years old, raised her hand and said, without skipping a beat, I'm now a part of history. So again, for us to know that folks and our youngest Pennsylvanians and our next generation are recognizing the importance of this anniversary is really amazing. And that story, I feel, really should inspire every Pennsylvanian to want to be part of America250PA. By 2026, we hope to encourage each and every one of you to join us and, again, become a part of history. The creativity that we see every year and that come from these campaigns and students, again, is absolutely amazing. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania's transportation history is marked by innovation and engineering achievements, from its rails to its roadways. In fact, Pennsylvania is home to America's first superhighway, the Pennsylvania Turnpike, which first opened in 1940. In 2025, the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission is celebrating its 85th anniversary. And as the presenting partner for America250PA's Direct Effect Innovation Challenge, the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission has developed this year's theme for the DEIC participants. And we're excited for Dr. Mameen to announce it a little bit later in our program. But first, it is my honor to welcome Mark Compton, the CEO of the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission and our presenting partner this year, to say a few words. Mark?
Thank you, Cassandra, but don't let me follow that video again. That was too good. I don't want to be the guy after the video. I'll do my
Duly
best.
noted.
The PA Turnpike Commission is proud to support the America250PA Commission and partner on what is the 6th annual Direct Effect Innovation Challenge. And I too want to congratulate Cassandra and her team on engaging so many Pennsylvanians leading up to what is going to be America's semi-quincentennial celebration in 2026. It's hard to believe. Great work. This partnership is important to us because of what is almost 85-year-old legacy of innovation in the transportation industry. And we look forward to our role in this historic celebration. Like the innovative challenge, we too are committed to transforming our future. The Turnpike is a billion-dollar enterprise with 550,000 daily customers traveling over 565 miles of our roadway. As we look to our future, we look to who will lead our industry in these times of change. That means investing in future leaders like you, and we welcome the opportunity to do so through this effort. A few miles from my house, there's a barber shop. At the barber shop, it says, we need your head in our business. That's exactly why we're doing this, because we need your head in our business. And to do that, we've developed early career programs for young people looking to jumpstart in our industry. We also offer programs for high school students, college students, and recent college graduates. For example, our CEO internship program allows students like you to pursue real-life hands-on experience in engineering, IT, finance, communications, human resources, and more. We've also, with our industry partners, have developed a program in which interns can see all sides of transportation through the owner's perspective, PennDOT Turnpike design, to design consultants, and also through construction. So we welcome to talk more with you about that. And I'm really excited about this year's Direct Effective Innovation Challenge theme, which centers on our solar strategy. Our Sustainability Committee, led by co-chairs Keith Jack and Catherine Hartzell, who will serve as judge, and I gotta tell you, they're not easy outs. So you're gonna have to bring your A game. Will serve as judges for this year's Direct Effect Innovation Challenge, and has provided much leadership here for the PTC in sustainable practices in our business and road processes. The PA Turnpike Commission is moving to solar energy production to power our maintenance and office buildings. The long-term goal is to use solar-generated power to electrify portions of our toll road so electric vehicles can charge as they travel. Our first solar microgrid, which we were really, really proud of, it's the first of its kind in tolling, came online in Westmoreland County in just 2022. In conjunction with a natural gas generator, 3,300 solar panels power our Greensburg District Trades Building and Maintenance facility. Solar provides us with energy independence, as solar panels are connected to the utility grid, meaning any excess power can be sold back, thus generating additional revenue. In the next 6 months, we'll connect our Western Regional Office on a solar microgrid, and we've got 20 other projects coming along. We're also installing a solar canopy at our Central Administration Building, which will power and prepare for our first planned inductive charging project. This pilot aims to provide us with technical and operational knowledge of in-road EV charging with a long-term goal of introducing this technology along the roadway. I'm excited you've committed to this unique opportunity. We can't wait to see what the innovative projects will come forth, and hopefully we'll be able to soon adopt. Thank you, Cassandra.
Thanks so much, Mark. And it is now my honor to introduce Don Brominski. And Don serves as the Director of Business Development for UGI Utilities and has been an ongoing supporter of this program over the last 4 years. So I'd like to welcome Don to say a few words. Don?
Thank you very much, Cassandra. I can't believe, if you think about it, 2026 is a little over a year away, and it seems so long ago when we first started this. And, UGI has been a proud sponsor of the Direct Effect Innovation Challenge, since the start. And I just want to share a little bit of my experience. I've been fortunate enough to be able to judge the presentations year over year. And it's just so impressive what these kids come up with from start to finish of everything they think of with these presentations. And it just, cultivating these new business leaders is just so important for UGI Utilities. We're a utility, we're invested in Pennsylvania. Our infrastructure's here, it's not going anywhere. And there's nothing more important to a utility than to have a vibrant business community. And I can't think of any better measure or test, let's call it, for the students than the DEIC. So again, I'm excited to see these projects, and we're proud to be a sponsor. And thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thanks so much, Don. And next on our speakers list, we have attorney Michael Corin, Michael serves as the America250PA Education and Innovation Subcommittee Chairman, and I know is continually impressed, like all of us are, each and every year with the program and its mission. I'd like to ask Michael to say a few words.
Thank you, Cassandra. I want to talk for a minute about why this program is so important to our semi-quincentennial efforts. I think it's important for America250PA to engage with our students throughout the Commonwealth. And over the last 6 years, we've got a fantastic response from Pennsylvania colleges and universities. The DEIC creates a forum for students to help celebrate our country and celebrate Pennsylvania in particular. And students have the opportunity to highlight and become involved with important Pennsylvania-focused initiatives. And in particular, since we concentrate on having students who are studying marketing participate in the DEIC, it's an opportunity for them to apply their classroom skills, and it gives them a chance to present marketing initiatives to judges who have a lot of skill in evaluating business development and marketing. We've got 5 years of experience now, and this will be the 6th, and we've seen over the years the benefits to students working in this kind of collaborative environment, and they have the opportunity to engage with leaders in the Commonwealth who can provide valuable insight and feedback. So I'm really excited for this year's program. I'll be there in Harrisburg, and I look forward to seeing all the other participants, the students, the judges, and everyone else who's helping to plan this fantastic event. Thank you, Cassandra.
Thanks so much, Michael. And finally, I am very excited to welcome the Pennsylvania Department of Education Secretary, Dr. Khalid Mumin, who will announce this year's challenge. Secretary?
Thank you so much, Cassandra, and good morning. I am the Secretary of Education, Dr. Khalid Mumin, and I'm so happy to join you here today for this virtual launch of the America250 Direct Effect Innovation Challenge. Now, this year's theme, Powering the Future, is inspired by America250PA's Innovate 250PA platform. Programs or projects that ignite Pennsylvania's spirit for innovation and discovery. This year's theme was developed by the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission, a presenting partner of the Direct Effect Innovation Challenge that is celebrating its 85th anniversary in 2025. With a 30-year commitment to sustainable best practices, the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission aims to become America's first sustainable superhighway by the year 2040. Now, as Secretary of Education and a former educator and school leader, I know a thing or two about powering our future. I've seen firsthand the opportunities that arise when we invest in imagination, ingenuity, and innovation with intention. I encourage your team to join the challenge by designing and pitching a print, digital, video, or social media campaign promoting the PA Turnpike's adoption of solar energy, raising awareness about the benefits of solar power, and creating interest in sustainable transportation solutions. I'd also like to ask Pennsylvania's institutions of higher education to join the challenge to help make an impact on their campuses, surrounding communities, and beyond. It's up to all of us to create a sustainable future for generations of Pennsylvanians and enable them to reach their own infinite possibilities of success. So thank you. Thank you so much for your participation, and let's go get them. I'll now turn things back over to Cassandra. Thank you so much for allowing me to share a few words.
Thank you so much, Mr. Secretary. So The DEIC challenge for 2024 is powering the future. And as we mentioned earlier, we have some amazing Pennsylvania students that have participated in this program from over the years. And here with us today is a member of last year's winning team from Ursinus College, Mohammed Abdullati. And welcome back, Mo. And Mo was actually also an America250PA Spring 2024 intern. But I open the floor to you, Mo, for some of your feedback and your testimonial.
Hey everyone, my name is Mohammed Abdullati. Feel free to call me Mo. And as Cassandra mentioned, I was a participant and the lucky winner of last year's Direct Effect Innovation Challenge. I participated in the challenge alongside Ursinus College's U Imagine Center. It was a group of students who worked to spread and promote entrepreneurship and innovation both on and off campus. For this reason, we decided to take on the DEIC. My specific role within our team was to portray what our marketing plan was, how we plan to implement it, and what resources will be needed to do so. Now, as simple as these tasks may sound, the process was a bit more hectic. Working with a team means working around other people's schedules, coordinating meetings, and the process of coming up with an idea and how to execute said idea. Now, if I'm being honest, for my team, it was a bit of a learning curve. Nevertheless, once we knew what we wanted to do, we took it from the ground running. We were able to do so through multiple strategies that I would like to share with you guys today. Throughout all you do, I recommend becoming the antagonist of your own work. Critically evaluating your own work, you are able to identify potential weaknesses and areas for improvement before others do. This approach forces you to look at the project from an opposing perspective, which helps address blind spots and prepare you for potential criticism from the judges. The DEIC is made up of 3 rounds. Throughout these rounds, many make the mistake of limiting their work to the competing team. I highly recommend consulting outside experts. This could be in many different forms, from campus-wide surveys to getting revisions or feedback from a professor on campus, to even using your family as a fresh set of eyes. Bringing in external experts allows you to benefit from fresh perspectives and maybe specialized knowledge. Experts can provide objective feedback, offer constructive criticism, and suggest improvements that may not be apparent within your own team. With a plethora of teams competing in the DEIC, your idea must not only be innovative, but unique compared to others. For this reason, I recommend prioritizing brainstorming in the early stages of competition. Early brainstorming encourages creativity and generates a wide range of ideas. In a competition, innovation often sets teams apart. By fostering an open environment for brainstorming, you maximize the potential for unique and diverse solutions, which can give you a competitive edge. These methods will frame you in a strong position to hopefully one day present at the Capitol building in Harrisburg. But to truly be able to execute, I recommend sticking to good old-fashioned practice makes perfect. Consistent rehearsals allowed my team and I to refine our public speaking skills and ensure that every aspect of our performance and presentation was smooth and professional. This builds confidence and ensures that you can deliver under pressure, which is crucial in a competition setting. I learned that at the end of the day, it's not just about having the best idea. It's about being able to bring that idea to life and present it with confidence. So take these lessons to heart, embrace the process, and have some fun. And I'm confident you'll be successful in your own journey. Thank you, and best of luck in the competition.
Thank you so much, Mo. And I wish we were in person because I would ask everybody to give you such a big round of applause. I mean, folks, this is our future's bright. This is the next generation of our country. This is the next generation of our Commonwealth. I mean, again, Mo, thank you for your time. Thank you for putting the dedication in for last year's competition and also all of your time helping our team through your internship. But your remarks were awesome. So thank you again.
It was a pleasure. No problem. Thank you.
So I'd also like to thank all of our speakers today. So thank you for being with us. Thank you for all of your continued support. I also want to give a shout out to our programming and projects team, our director of projects and programming, Brian Langen, and our projects and programming assistant, Colin Sheffer, who are running point for the DEIC this year. So you, I'm sure, will hear lots from them, both in email and phone over the next couple of weeks. So thank you to them for all of their efforts. And now I have the privilege of turning the program over to Bree Farrand from our team, who is our Director of Communications and Branding. And as I mentioned earlier, Bree was a 2019 Direct Effect Innovation participant from Point Park University. And then she worked with us as an intern and part-time employee, and again, has come full circle as our Director of Communications and Branding. So Bree, the floor is yours.
Thanks so much, Cassandra. It's amazing to see the progress of this challenge every year since being on in 2019, and obviously appreciate the opportunity to continue sharing it with so many amazing, bright individuals that make up our future of Pennsylvania. So as we talked about, the theme this year is Powering the Future. A lot of you might have participated in challenges before, but this is sort of a deep dive into the process of the DEIC and what to expect. Please just note ahead of time, this is going to be a lot of information. But after our call today and by end of day today, we're going to have all of these materials and information loaded onto our website on our Direct Effect Innovation Challenge page and in a 2024 Action Center that I'll dive into here shortly as well. But just know that it'll all be there to kind of reference as well. And this recording will be available to go back and kind of see more details too. But first and foremost, so we announced the theme today. And just to kind of give you some clarity on what exactly is expected of that and what you're going to be focusing your integrated marketing campaigns around, we do have a theme sheet that will be available to you as well. Again, a deep dive as to what's expected, requirements to keep in mind as you're developing your campaigns. I won't dive into this too much. This will be for your team to review pretty in-depthly and see how to formulate your campaign. But just a few things to keep in mind. Your campaign should be focused on having a statewide impact and to reach as many Pennsylvanians as possible. And there will be a budget as well of $100,000. This includes the production and implementation of your campaign, so all of your marketing channels. Every element that you include should be in the realm of $100,000. And then if your team does progress to round 3, you will be expected to have budgetary information as well as a scaled version of your campaign too. So keep those in mind as you're developing. How can you scale it down? What elements are absolutely crucial and necessary, and what could be kind of manipulated should opportunities arise to do so. And just some background as well, this theme this year in partnership with the Turnpike Commission was really also inspired next to our America250PA EPIC platform, which is focused on igniting Pennsylvania's spirit for innovation and discovery. So how can your campaign help the Turnpike, but also how America250PA can highlight and really tie it into our America250PA platform and activities that we do as well. So the DEIC, as Cassandra mentioned earlier, is a 3-round integrated marketing campaign challenge. I'll kind of dive into these a little bit briefly here and then go into them a little bit further later down the road. But round 1, where you get started, this is your campus round. So this is kind of hands off from America250PA. This is your institution's way of how you're going to determine which 4 students are going to represent your institution. So every school does it differently. Some mentors will kind of implement it within their classrooms, have competitions within the classrooms to see, they'll pitch integrated marketing campaigns to their classmates and their professors. Some faculty mentors kind of just choose students as well based on different disciplines. So it's really up to your institution. Really what we're looking for at this point in time is, again, the names and contact information of the students, the faculty mentor that is going to be your point of contact. And then of course the round 1 materials. We'll dive into the concept sheet template shortly, but really kind of just an overview of what your idea is. You're not really fleshing out an integrated marketing campaign just yet, but you're kind of giving us the framework and the bare bones of what we're going to expect going into round 2. Then round 2 is really where you start to flesh those ideas out into an integrated marketing campaign. So you'll be using the materials that you do in round 1, including the concept sheet that you'll be submitting, turning it into a planning sheet, which is more of an outline of a PowerPoint presentation. And then your submission for round 2 will be prior to the judging panel. It'll be a 6-minute recorded presentation. You do it at your own pace with your team. It'll be listed as unlisted on YouTube. And then America250PA convenes with a judging panel separately for usually a 1 to 3 day period, depending on how many submissions. And then they will then vote 5 teams through to the finals after watching your 6-minute presentations and seeing the materials that you submit as well. The final 5 teams get to present in Harrisburg on the Capitol Media Center stage on November 15th. And again, this is really, you're taking the feedback from round 2 that you received from the judges, using the time to really, really flesh out your campaign and your pitch, because you'll be in person pitching to a panel of professional judges. So really just putting your best foot forward and showing how your campaign will truly make an impact. Here's the timeline. This will be available to you. I mentioned the date of the finals, but we're looking for round 1 submissions to be submitted by October 4th. And then some of these will kind of come into play further down as we get into the competition. So I highly suggest you download this, and faculty and mentors, especially if you're helping to try to keep your team on track and meet deadlines, it's a good reference for you to kind of make sure everything's being met. And just a reminder too, we send plenty of emails and reminder, messages when deadlines are approaching to try to keep the team on board. But I know this is kind of a lot of information already, but really the first step, if you haven't participated before, is securing a faculty mentor. So this person will serve as the point of contact for your institution. They'll also help to facilitate, again, making sure the students are meeting deadlines, and helping, if your team advances to Harrisburg, helping with travel arrangements and things like that. So each team does require a faculty mentor, again, to serve as a point of contact when we send information or deadlines or reminders. Oftentimes it'll go through the faculty mentor and they'll kind of disperse to the students as well. But once you have a mentor, your institution is interested in participating, you'll register on our website. If someone from our team could drop that in the chat, that would be great. Just the DEIC webpage. It's a banner along the top, but we highly suggest you register as soon as possible. The sooner that you get registered after the launch event today, the sooner your team and your students can get started on developing that concept sheet. That's oftentimes what takes the longest amount of time, is kind of gathering those ideas and putting them in a kind of tangible form. So the earlier you can get in, the better. There will be a round 1 guidelines and requirement sheet as well. I know I kind of skimmed through a few of them in the theme sheet, but the guideline sheet will be kind of your tool to reference to, again, see what exactly we're expecting in terms of deliverables, deadlines, how they should be submitted, email subjects, titles, like everything you can think of. We try to make it as streamlined as possible for the students and the faculty mentors. We already know that developing ideas is going to be a lot of work in itself, so we're trying to make a process as easy as possible. So after you read the guidelines and requirements and you have everything together, if you're still unsure about things, obviously we're always open to email as well and phone calls, but we do have DEIC office hours that we're going to be holding throughout in between the rounds as well. So if there's any questions, we can't necessarily give feedback on project direction or specific details, but if it comes to, logistics or any of the instructions, we're happy to give feedback. So those will be listed on our website as well as they're developed, and there'll be RSVP links to kind of sign up for those and get the Zoom information. So diving into round 1 a little bit, I talked about, getting a faculty mentor, kind of getting those things started. This is the sheet where once you have your team decided and you kind of have a concept ready to send to us, you'll be filling out this sheet here. So again, this it kind of pulls from the guidelines document in terms of requirements, what exactly we're looking for in this sheet. This is where you're kind of giving your school information, the student information, point of contact. This is where you're choosing your marketing channels, kind of giving a description of the concept. You'll be sharing research links to kind of back up, why you're going in this direction. And then you'll be creating a visual for just to kind of give us a sense of the route of what you're looking for on your team. Doesn't need to be anything fancy, but just something that kind of summarizes what your team is pulling together. So this will be one of the bigger submissions for round 1. There will be a survey as well to kind of gauge your experience of round 1, but that will be included in the requirements as well. And then rounds 2 and 3, I won't dive into this too much because again, this is all fleshed out in the Action Center as the project goes on. So once you register, you'll be getting regular emails kind of giving you the updates as to when things are available on the website, what to expect and things like that. But rounds 2 and 3 are really, again, you're building your presentation. One thing that we've noticed in previous years is many teams and students will go to their communities and ask the local experts. They'll ask businesses, organizations for feedback on their campaigns or their ideas. How does this apply to your organization? How can we make our campaign better? And we've seen a lot of success with students reaching that, and then it builds their network as well. So we always encourage networking as much as you can. But at that point, you take all the feedback, all the research that you've done, perfect your pitch, really practice. I remember in 2019, our team, before the final presentation, we were in our hotel rooms using a lint roller, practicing the microphone. So whatever it takes, to strengthen what you're presenting to the panel of judges, this is your time to do so. And then obviously from there, you want to convince the community that your idea is impactful and that it'll be worthwhile for the Turnpike Commission, America250PA, or whoever is seeing it to really adopt it and make an impact in Pennsylvania, make a difference. So I know this was a lot of information, but and I've said it a few times, this will be on our website. I believe our team might have dropped in the chat, but all these materials will be available there. Again, we do try to email them out as often as possible too. If we see teams are missing information or if you need anything directly, our team's more than happy to do that. And then we do have a team email, the DEIC at America250PA.org, that you're welcome to email at any time to ask any questions. This is kind of just a glimpse. So when we do publish this is from last year, just to kind of show you how the format's going to be. But at the end of the day today, we'll have a 2024 DEIC Action Center, and it'll have all the general materials and the round one materials prepared for you to kind of access and start diving into. But really, before we close and jump into the Q&A, I just want to dive into some of the benefits of participation. Obviously, you've heard from last year's winner and saw that amazing video that was put together as well. And I'm sure Andre and I too, having been full circle and working here are a testament to some of these things. But really, the benefits are across the board. The schools get exposure, they get an opportunity to connect with all of these businesses and organizations and individuals that are in the industry and making an impact in Pennsylvania. Faculty, of course, get to meet other faculty members. They can learn how to implement some of these practices in their curriculum. Students, of course, they're contributing and making history, essentially, connecting with all of these industry professionals ahead of graduating. Great opportunities for, again, networking, building your resume, collaborating with students in other disciplines that you might not have otherwise connected with in a traditional kind of school setting. And then, of course, finalists as well. Not only do you get to present to the judges, we do offer a cash stipend, and there are plenty of opportunities for internships between America250PA and the Turnpike. And I always like to make this point every year that, like, my team, for instance, and Andre's team did not win. So we didn't walk home with a first place medal, but, the opportunities were still there to, have internships, to meet people and really take advantage of the opportunity. So regardless of the progress your team makes, we just really encourage you to use this as an opportunity to show your true self, show who you are, put yourself out there, get out of your comfort zone and really, make an impact in Pennsylvania. So with that, I think we're good to turn it over to Q&A. Any questions in the chat? I'm gonna stop sharing here. Brian, Colin, do we have anything?
Marie, at this point, you did such an amazing job. We currently do not have any questions.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Last call for questions in the chat. And obviously, as Bree mentioned, there will be DEIC office hours. There'll be information flowing from our team to answer any of those questions. Anything else before we move on with the program? Questions? Last call? Brian, Colin? No?
We're all clear.
Okay. So in closing, again, I mentioned repeatedly just how much of a joy it is to continue to work with all of the students over the last number of years all across this Commonwealth. And we want to make sure that, again, that we're engaging with our student participants and our teams throughout this process. So we will be planning in-person visits with the finalist teams as we did last year. And our team, again, will be accessible to answer logistical questions, processing questions throughout the early rounds if anyone needs that. And we encourage you to please sign your schools up to participate. We are looking forward to having as many of you as possible this year. And I hope that each and every one of you again will join us and become a part of history. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. And we look forward to seeing you throughout the DEIC process this year. So thank you again for being here.